Wait, are you laughing because the Ducks swept the Canes in the regular season? Or are you laughing because everybody's trading already and Verbeek hasn't done anything? Okay, he's either broken or it's both.
Hello everybody and welcome to DDFR number 60 on the season. Today we are going to react to the Anaheim Ducks going into Carolina and beating the Canes, sweeping them in the season series 3-2. Alright, let's hop right into it. We're back, looking at the deserve to win a meter first. Well, 90.4% of the time, Carolina Hurricanes win this game. Looks like it was 9.6% of the time. Because, wow. This is just another masterclass game by John Gibson. This is the third time in this month, February, where he's had 50 or more saves. He is the first goalie to do that since Jacques Plante in the 63-64 season. That's 59 years ago. 59 years ago was the last time a goalie did this. If there was any question about John Gibson being an elite goalie, they're answered. They are 100% answered. All right, looking at expected goals for, yeah, John Gibson saved 3.23 goals above expected in this game, while Freddie Andersen allowed 1.37 more goals than expected. The Ducks made the right choice between those two goalies. That's all I got to say about that. Ducks traded away Freddie to Toronto and gave the net to Gibson. If they had a good team around John Gibson, who knows? Maybe they would have won a cup. John Gibson is that guy. He can carry a team to victory. He did it in this game. He did it in one of the other 50 goal performance or 50 save performances that he had earlier in the year. Like, there's no doubt anymore, man. John Gibson is still elite. People had questions like, oh, look at his save percentage the past few years. Look at his save percentage this year. 59 years, man. It's been 59 years. That's more than half a century since someone has done this. He's elite. Can we just squash that now? He is undoubtedly one of the best goalies in the league on one of the worst teams in the league. I say one of because Ducks are really fighting it out with Columbus right now. So now that we got that out of the way, we can look at the 3 stars of the game. John Gibson, very obviously, first star of the game. Like, no doubt about that. Troy Terry, freaking amazing goal. Just an absolutely fantastic goal. And Jesper Foss, because why not give it to one of the Carolina Hurricanes who was actually able to beat John Gibson? Fair enough. Fair enough. Not going to argue with that. Ducks had 15 shots this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Ducks had 15 shots, while Carolina had more than triple that. 53 shots on net for the Carolina Hurricanes. 51 saves for John Gibson. And 12 saves for Freddie Andersen. So the game was real quiet until the second period. Other than John Gibson standing on his head, there was not a lot of action. Ducks had 15 shots. Running around, hemmed in their own zone. And then Trevor Zegras. Fantastic pass. Fantastic pass right to John Klingberg. And Klingberg stonks. Stonks, baby. Again, trade deadline is coming up on Friday. So we need him to look as good as possible right now. And then in the third period, Trevor Zegras gets a secondary assist. 2 assists for him in this game. Ryan Strome fed Jakob Silfverberg, and Silfverberg just kind of takes a shot that, like, he was alone in front. For one of the best defensive teams in the league in Carolina, what are you doing, leaving someone that wide open in front? Dude, you could have left John Scott in front of the net, and he would have scored there. Like, that was such an easy play to defend against. And the Carolina Hurricanes, one of the best defensive teams in the league, just didn't. It just didn't. Then we get to Jacob Slavin. Fantastic pass to Kasperi Kotkaniemi. And he just kind of roofs this. He gets a breakaway, and yeah, he just kind of roofs this, and John Gibson doesn't have a whole lot he can do on this one. And then the Ducks strike again. About 8 minutes later, Lundestrom just kind of throws this towards the net, comes to Terry, and Terry with a spinorama shot. He picks up the puck and just throws it past Frederik Andersen. Freddie doesn't have much of a chance on this one. Again, defensive breakdown by the Canes. Like, man, after that game against the Ducks, maybe Carolina might want to go out and get a defenseman. Because that was bad. And yet again, Carolina comes back. Brett Pesce finds Jesper Fast. And Fast just point blank. It's real difficult to make those saves sometimes. Again, I'm not going to put any of this on John Gibson. 51 saves, man. 51 saves. There's nothing more you can say other than that. He played fantastic. I thought he might potentially break his record that he set earlier this year of 53 saves. He was 2 away from tying it, 3 away from breaking it. And the Ducks hold the fort. They were relatively good in their defensive structure this game. I think that really frustrated Carolina because even though the Hurricanes were getting a lot of shots, the opportunities that they were getting off of rebounds weren't nearly as bad as the Ducks have given up earlier in the season. All right, so the Ducks sweep the season series against the Carolina Hurricanes, the best team in the Metro. Carolina goes 0-1-1 against the Ducks, getting 1 out of a possible 4 points against them, and the Ducks get 4 out of a possible 4 points against the Carolina Hurricanes of all teams. Doesn't make sense to me. Ducks have 22 games left, and they play Chicago. So, Ducks lost the first game against Chicago in regulation, 3-2. They won their second game against Chicago, 3-2, in overtime. So this game will decide who wins the season series. There is a way that the Blackhawks get the same amount of points out of these games as the Ducks do. If the Ducks take the Blackhawks to overtime, then the Blackhawks will get 4 points no matter what. They got 2 for the win, 1 for the overtime loss, and if they get another one, then it's 4. And that could be 4-4 regarding points between the two teams. But wins and losses do matter. And if the Ducks win, they win the season series against Chicago. If they lose the season series against Chicago. This will be kind of a shit show. I have no idea how this game is going to go. Chicago is coming into this game with a win streak, but they just traded away Jake McCabe, Sam Lafferty. Patrick Kane is out of the lineup, waiting for a trade. We don't know when Jonathan Taves will be back. This is a depleted Blackhawks team, man. And I would be very surprised to see them continue their winning streak. But Ducks have won 2 in a row now, and this could go either way. All right, the game is tonight. I know I'm a little late in recording this. I had some stuff come up, but the game is tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The game will be broadcast on Bally Sports West, and if you're in the Chicago area, I believe it is on Bally Sports as well for Illinois. Yeah, The Ducks are actually favorites coming into this one, probably because of all of the trades and the depleted roster that the Blackhawks have. But this is a game where this really could go either way. Ducks come in with a 2-game win streak. Blackhawks come in with, I believe, like 3 or 4 game win streak. I really have no idea how this game is going to go. All right, that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for coming and watching. I appreciate everybody who watches the DDFRs. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really like it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.